So thank you so much for a wonderful introduction. I think problem statement that I'm solving for is very, very clear. And before I will start, yesterday I learned something fantastic. Being the first time in iMedia event, people don't know me. And that gives the wrong perception about my knowledge, about my understanding Indian culture. And Piyush said the trigger that was like me being micro-influencer on my own actually pops up, and I thought, I have to say, I'm India's Bahu. I live in Bangalore for the last 10 years. I have come to India in 2012. This is my lovely family, my lovely daughter, my husband, my in-laws. I stay in a joint family, just for the introduction here. And the story which I want to tell offline during the drinking session, which is Russians are famous for, I will tell you how I came to India to buy the elephant. That's a funny thing to speak about, but the reason why I'm starting with this, it's not only ice-breaking. It's because I shifted being a salesperson, and Ravi on the keynote mentioned marketing as a sales, right? And then I shifted to become a pure marketer by heart. That's what I use a hashtag on my Instagram. And I used to head digital marketing tool suite, which called SEMrush. Maybe many of yours know it's a US-based public listed company, which I brought from the startup to being large and known in India. And that was my role. And after it, I proceeded Dream. I hope that from today you will remember the name of my company is Dream, not DRIM, which I keep correcting within our company, because it's something where I took a really serious step, moving away from corporate life, moving away from stability, moving away from having work-life balance, because I do travel, I do work, because I strongly believe that I can make an impact. And our vision and mission of our company, Millions Earn Millions, which I'm also happy to explain, and we're the first social true commerce in India. So that's a quick introduction about me, so you have the context about that I do understand what is happening, what people speak, and I'm not the foreigner who just flew yesterday from somewhere and just speaking, out of the box, which I'm thinking out of the box, definitely. So the problem statement, why the positive ROAS is so low? That's where I'm ambitious enough to be a unicorn, because imagine the gap. 50% of the companies almost do influence marketing. And many of yours are here with whom we network and speed dating, right? But only 4% receive a positive ROI. And these are the brands that are innovators, that are standing along with us, that are receiving the results for whom we optimized and scale. And my known case study, which is my PR case study, and I'm extremely thankful to Domino's Pizza India because they believed in us when we had 0 influencers. Right now I have with me 85,000 nano and micro creators across 5 social media platforms, including local ones. They had a faith that it's possible to work with influencers on cost per acquisition result. Here are the results that we are delivering. You can clearly see the impact. The recent innovations that we've done, and I'm extremely proud of my team, we doubled the store footfall, and we're the first one who introduced and proved omni-channel approach. The metrics we operate as any performance marketing channel are very clear about BPO, ROAS, LTV, and etc. Because it's how I treat influencers as a channel, and that's how I see impact that I make for brands like yours. So I will appreciate if we will drive one of the amazing videos. That guy, 34,000 followers, YouTube. He delivered 1.6 crore views within 2 months. The shorts went widely viral, which delivered a lot of results as a final conclusion. And I want to just show you what kind of work we do to give you a better highlight. Can we play a video, please?
मम्मी मम्मी आज ना तुम खाना मत बनाओ लंच बाहर ही करते चलेगा, मैं तो पिज्जा ही खाऊंगी।
ये सुन के तो मेरी काफी लग गई थी, क्योंकि मम्मी तो काफी खुश थी पर मैं नहीं, क्योंकि मेरे पास थे बस 100 रुपए और मेरी मम्मी की एक्साइटमेंट नेक्स्ट लेवल। मेरे को मेरा बेटा लेके आया है पिज्जा खाने के लिए, तो मैं डर डर के पहुंचा काउंटर में और देखा कि भाई रैंडमली डोमिनोज का नया मील आया है, 4 कोर्स मील, वो भी बस 99 रुपीज में। मैं बोला वाह भाई क्या खतरनाक चीज है, मतलब उसमें मुझे पिज्जा आ गया, कटलेट्स आ गया, टोमेटो डीप आ गया और साथ में पेप्सी भी और 20 रुपीज ऐड करने पे चॉकलेट बॉम्ब भी। वो देख के मम्मी काफी खुश, मैं काफी खुश और मेरे को जाते जाते बोलती है
नेक्स्ट टाइम किटी पार्टी को यहाँ पे ही आऊंगी।
मैंने बोला हाँ जरूर, बस 11 और 3 के बीच में आना।
So this is one of the work, and monthly I do 8,000 content pieces. Everything is moderated. Everything is here, and we deliver more than 2 lakh results, sales, acquisition, installs across different categories. And only today, the first time I'm speaking loud about what is our secret, how we do. So many companies trying to solve the same, and so far I believe that I'm the only product solution that stands in the market. It's pretty simple. It's consistency, hard work, and data optimization. 5 years, 75 engineers in our team sitting globally who are working in creating LLM that helps us to understand who's converting for which industry, for which, who will do the impulse behavior to purchase immediately because you eat pizza on the camera and it's very attractive, including who speaks about life insurance, and that person make an impact here, and we work on CPC model, as correctly was mentioned in the last session. And I'm actually very happy because I believe that my introduction is here as a continuous of the discussion. So, speaking about importance, understand who shall work with you. Don't do it on liking, don't do it on preference, don't do it on assumption. There are so many, in the era of AI, which is just changing the whole landscape, understand what are the most important questions you need to ask for yourself. Who is the audience that has the customer love, attraction, and trust? This is the most important and kind of the gaps that I would love to solve. This, when we speak about influencer marketing, people think it's a brand awareness on top of the pipeline. And this is how brand marketers usually do work. They don't see influencers with a less than 1 lakh audience. But in the same way, I will tell you that your customer sees their ads the same way how the influencer selected, they just don't see it. And bringing here the example, who is gaining the trust, who is can associated with the product, and bringing the example of one of my favorite actresses. Fantastic job, Deepika Padukone presenting Levi's. But here's 2 questions me as a consumer that potentially can purchase Levi's jeans I have. Do I have such figure as Deepika Padukone? The question, unfortunately, no. And the second question which I have, does she really wear it? Does she really a brand advocate for Levi's jeans? That's a big question which might be answered yes or no, but that's questions I have in mind, right? But in the same time, I will tell you later why I feel that fantastic collaboration Levi's and Deepika Padukone, and I'm absolutely not trying to harm here. So this is a comparison. You can see the 2 problem statements, right? In micro-influencer, you can do micro-targeting, you can choose cities, you can choose languages, you can choose what kind of content is delivered. And at the same time, you have high reputational risks, and that's what I want to speak later on. But you can make impact on your low bottom funnel, on sales, on revenue, grow with us. That's how I consider Dream as a solution with the partner, first of all. And speaking about the latest news and announcement about, for example, I bring the company who grown on influencer marketing, about having so many compliance issues. Guys, we are aware, we know about the ASCI as a regulation, we know about the self-declaration, and 9th of July we are waiting for the announcement. But here, our experience that comes globally. We deal in the countries where it's already done, when it's already set, and there is nothing kind of new for us. It's a global trend marking influencer marketing ads because it's a huge gap when people don't pay taxes. So speaking after it, when you identify influencer goals, I want to understand what you're really looking for, long-term effect, long-lasting effect, or immediate effect. And in that case, where I want to bring the difference between UGC and TVC, it's again micro-influencer, working with young brands, and I really appreciate it. You can see that just 2 million views, huge impact on orders, and that's how we work with KFC, versus a very trusted, the best chef in India, right? 46,000 views, and they're speaking about something which you want to deliver to consumer, but my consumer don't want to hear. And this is what I spoke. When I bring the example of Deepika Padukone, don't quote me wrong, I have nothing against on TVC. But the only difference is the data that I handle with me. You need to understand how many touch point with your audience you need to make to achieve it. For example, I believe that's how I see as a marketer, this collaboration, that why they've done the partnership with Deepika Padukone. Levi's are pretty established brands from 100 years, I think, plus. The audience is getting elder, who has a sentiment, who has a love for them. And bringing a cool celebrity who does a very trending Z-focus audience content, that definitely makes the perception anew. The only difference that I feel that data speaks how many interaction you need to have with your customer. And there are two examples about viral videos, because virality is not everything what you need to deliver. Example number one of our brand, OneCard, and tech influencer also size 45,000 followers, 1 million views, 10,000 app installs with a CBS score, and we're competing with Facebook there. And the other, IDFC First Bank, also our loved client, and at the same time, 450,000 views, half, but see, 600 clicks. Why? Because the influencer was selected based on the understanding. It shall be travel influencer, it shall be influencer with this engagement rate, and etc. Do trust data, do trust the technology. And content that performs, and how we build our algorithm, it's view to result. Instagram, being the most viral, along with YouTube Shorts, do not have an option to put a link. That's where we do coupon codes, because screenshots coming in the picture, and that's where the attribution come in view to result. We have a special metric which calls performance rate, which we track across different campaigns. It's 1,000 views and number of results that we receive per 1,000 views. And after it, we create a cohorts based on understanding on the influencer topic about audience inside, bot, mass followers. We also do track all of this inside of the platform. And we create a scalable solution when we have the magic button process influencers and similar influencers with similar audience, with similar content that they put there, the similar intent and demands that they can generate for you. They start working on the content on large scale, 8,000 to 9,000 to 10,000 publications. We do every single month, which is going ahead with all compliance and the regulations that come into picture, because every single content moderated by ML and moderated by the human. And what I believe that in influencer marketing, there are many impacts that you can see, because not everyone will put a coupon code that he's seen. But we create a demand by eating Yum Pizza, by explaining the importance of having life insurance, and driving, again, the intent here. But every brand shall answer openly what really matters and how to make it scalable. So the solutions that we provide, you can see that there is 6 points, primary, that we are working, including having an account manager, having data analysts, having designers, have a creative team who do educate influencers how to go viral, having 300, I call them the most amazing women in India, who consistently do scouting, who consistently approach influencers and explain them that if you work on cost per sale model, you can become a brand advocate, you can have recurring income, and we have such micro-influencers that earn 5-6 lakh rupees per month from Dream, which I consider is absolutely fantastic. So, as a marketer by heart, the closing note will be that we're working on our annual research and a lot of data that we collected here, including 85,000 Indian micro-influencers, including 6.6 billion audience that we analyzed, 880 million views that we delivered last month. So we created a small sneak peek which will be released after 3-4 months, but I believe it's very impactful. It's absolutely not salesy. It's about presenting how to establish the channel that will work for your performance, for your growth, and not only on the top of the funnel. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much for surviving.
Thank you, Yulia. Huge round of applause. Yulia, could we request you to stay on stage, please, just for a minute?